All right, everybody, welcome to our today's webinar, Goals and Actions, or How to Turn Our Dreams into Reality. So I'm really excited to be here with you today, whether you are joining live or you're watching a recorded version. I'm happy you're finding a time for yourself and for your growth. So before we begin, I would love for us to come to the present moment just by simply taking a few breaths, because every time we try to gain some value, to grow, or even when we go from one situation to another, it's really great to create a space to shift the energy, whether we are changing room or we are going from, work to our family time, especially when we work from home. It's very common just to slap a computer and then jump into talking with your partner, but you're still in this like a work mind space, and it's great if you can create some sort of routine to break it and adjust the energy to current situation you're in. So we are going to do it together right now. So just go ahead and get comfortable, whether you're seated in a chair or on a sofa, whatever you are. As long as you're not driving a car, then please don't do that. Just get comfortable, relax your hands on your thighs or on your knees, whatever may feel good and relaxing for you right now. Once you feel safe and comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. We are going to take together a deep inhale in through the nose, feel in your belly. And then soft exhale through the mouth, let it go. Beautiful. Once again, inhale through the nose, feeling your belly, feeling your chest. And a soft exhale through the mouth. We are going to take one inhale, and this time I want you to clear up your head, letting go of anything that was happening 5 minutes ago. Inhale through the nose. Hold the breath on the top. And soft exhale, let everything go. Wonderful. Bring your breath back to the regular rhythm. You can go ahead and gently open up your eyes. Welcome back. I hope you feel more present, more calm, and ready to get the best out of this session. So, why are you here today? So, most likely you are here today because you feel motivated to make this year the best one yet, but you need a little bit of support or guidance to achieve that. Or maybe you know that you can achieve incredible things, but you lack the tools or systems to support your ideas and creativity. Or even maybe you just want to learn how to set goals that help you get closer to your dream lifestyle, avoiding the endless, overwhelming to-do list. So maybe it's one of these three, maybe it's something else, and I would love to know your why. So why are you here today? Why you decided to book this webinar? Why you're watching the replay? Just go ahead and write it in the comment section below. You can write it in the chat if you are watching live. If you are watching the recorded version, you can use the comment section below, or you can just send it to me even via message. I would be really happy to read your why and receive it in my mailbox or in my Instagram messenger. So go ahead and share your why. I would like to a little bit share about what is going to happen today. Okay, so what you can expect. So today we are going to reflect on our past success. We are going to get clear on our core values, as well evaluate our wheel of life, set some smart goals, break those goals, and we are going to commit to action. So all of that is going to happen today, and we are going to break each of these steps one by one as we go on. Before we get there, I just would like to share a little bit more about myself. So, hi there. My name is Zuzana Miraka, and I support and guide creative and passionate female business owners and entrepreneurs like yourself to reach their goals, but also to balance business growth and well being while turning their passions into profits. And I do that through mindful one on one consulting or mentorship. So, my purpose is really to motivate and empower you to take aligned actions so that together we can create a lasting, meaningful impact on the society and this world. And why do I do that? I do that because I truly believe that we can achieve anything we desire as long as we have someone to support us along the way. But also, the world would be a better place if we would all spend more time doing what we truly love and just spread more love, more kindness, be more happy as well, right? So that's my mission. That's who I am. And without further ado, let's begin. It's time to turn your dreams into reality. Are you ready? So let's begin with reflecting on our past success. And why is this so important? Because very often, even when we set some goals, we may even achieve them, and we don't even realize how huge success is that. And we just keep on going for the next one and the next one and the next one, basically never stopping and never feeling satisfied enough. So really just stopping for a moment, taking a moment to reflect on what we have achieved in the past can not only motivate us to keep going, but also make us more happy individuals as we see our own success that is actually there. We just don't take time to reflect. So I have for you 3 questions. What are the top 3 moments where you felt most successful, proud, or abandoned in 2023? And you can go ahead and think about it now. If you have a notebook, if you have a notes next to you, then go ahead and write some answers down. If you're watching a recorded version, you can even pause the video and you can take your time to answer these questions, or you can just come back to it later on once you have more space to complete the exercise. Great. So if you answer that question, the second question is really linked to that. So what about it made it so special? Like, why? Why actually you felt like you were proud or you were successful or you felt that abundance? Why is it? For example, for me, if I pick one moment where I really felt proud and successful was when I was at a speaking event in Tilburg University. So I was invited to give a lecture to students about social media and how to use the social media to grow their personal brand. And I really felt proud and successful in that moment. And why? Because I was really honored to be trusted to guide a young generation of students, of artists. It was for artists and creatives. And I was really proud, to be trusted and to guide them. And it was all about healthy approach to social media. So I was really, really honored and really proud to be able to guide a new generation towards like mindful approach to social media and social media growth. So it was a really, really special moment for me. So I hope you can answer this. If you have 3 moments, just answer like each of them apart. Maybe you can see some similarities that are there as well. And my third question will be, how can you create more of that in 2024? If these were like incredible success moments where you feel like really special, really proud, really abundant, then I really encourage you to think, how can you create more of that in 2024? So you can just take a moment to answer that as well if you want, or go ahead, pause the video, or get back to the question once you have space. Wonderful. So now as we reflected on our past and we feel already a little bit more motivated and boosted, reflecting on our achievements, we can move on to the next exercise. So I would love to review with you our wheel of life, even before we start setting our goals. So our wheel of life evaluation, it's broken down into like 3 main pillars, and then it has like a smaller sub-pillars. So one pillar, it's kind of like yourself, so where is body, mind, and soul, so your own self. Then the next pillar, it's romance, family, and friendship, so this is more a relationship with others. And the third pillar, it's a purpose, money, and growth, so really about your work, about business, personal growth, and finances and money. So there are these 3 pillars, each broken down a little bit further. Now, why we are looking into Wheel of Life? We are looking into that because we want to understand which part of your life requires a little bit of attention. Because if it requires attention, then one of your goals you are going to set today should reflect in that pillar, right? So for example, if friendship, it's really lacking your attention, then most probably you are not feeling really happy, you're not feeling really successful in that area of your life, like maybe you have no friends or you're not really social, you're not getting out. And you miss that because we're very social human beings. So if your friendship part it's not fulfilled, you may, even if everything else is fulfilled, like you have a lot of money, you have family, your romantic relationship is really good, your body is healthy, so everything is fulfilled, but like you're really liking in friendship, then it doesn't matter how many goals you are going to set towards like growing your business and making your body even slimmer or stronger, you're still not going to feel fully satisfied because your friendship part it's still lacking. So it's really important to reflect on this wheel to understand like which direction we should actually set the goals. So what do I suggest to do with the wheel of life is you can even draw it on the paper, or you can give it a percentage, whatever you want. But basically we want to kind of like make a note of how satisfied we feel in each category. Or you can really draw on the top of that if you are using a pen or you are in the notes. For example, with a family, maybe I'm 90% satisfied, or I give it 9 points out of 10, right? Because I'm like quite satisfied. Or maybe you can draw and fill in with a color until almost to the end. With the romance, maybe you are like 50-50. So then like give it a 5 out of 10 or 50%. So kind of like give certain mark to each category, really reflect on each of those, like how satisfied are you with each to get kind of understanding to which area basically give a little bit of attention. So again, you can do it now or you can do it later. You can give the points, percentage, you can draw on the top, like play with it, just reflect how satisfied you are with each of these categories. You will see it's coming together, it will make sense. Because once you complete that, you are going to establish your core values. Your core values are a little bit related to the wheel of life, of course, and these core values are going to be core drivers for our goals and our motivation in a sense as well. So I would love you to pick maybe up to 5 values, no more, that are currently the most important for you, like they're a foundation for your life. These are a few examples that you can pick from, or you can go ahead and look up a few more online, or just if something comes to your mind, then go ahead and write it down. Like what are the core values that are really the most important for you right now? So don't think about the future, don't think about the past, because your core values can change. I really want you to think about right now, at the current situation you are in, what matters to you the most? What are you trying to achieve, or what is really the most important for you in your life. Is it maybe an adventure because you feel like super, I don't know, maybe you're bored, you don't do enough, and you're a very adventurous person. So adventure probably should be on the top of your list because you want to create more of that in your life. And you can definitely also link it to the previous exercises. So for example, if you were lacking in the family, but family, it's really important, then you know you will need to set some goals related to your family, right? We reflected in our past exercises, so we know what actually makes us happy, what feels like a success, how to achieve our goals. We already done that. We reflected on our wheel of life, so we see where are we lacking, what we need to give our attention to. We establish our core values, so we know what matters to us the most. These are our core drivers, because basically all the actions we are going to take, all the goals that we are going to set, will have to be linked with those core values, right? And with the things we have established in the past. If it's not relevant, you are not going to take action. It's basically not going to matter for you as individual. So it's very important to set SMART goals. This is what we're going to go through now. Maybe you hear about the SMART goals, maybe you are familiar with the concept, maybe not, but it's really important we go through that and we really create our goals accordingly. So even if you're familiar with SMART goals, but maybe you haven't really done it in a proper way, I really encourage you to do that, because that's the only way basically to achieving those goals and creating that dream life that you desire. For the ones who are not familiar with it, SMART goals are basically, S is for specific. So we need to make sure that we are really, really specific about the goal we want to achieve. Asking yourself like when we want to achieve that, like where we want to achieve it, why we want to achieve it, really break it down. So for example, it's just New Year, right? So we are all about these New Year's resolutions. And why this New Year's resolution fail? It's because they're very like vague, you know? For example, like I want to go to gym in 2024. Like I want to go to gym. It's not really a SMART goal. It's not specific in any way possible. Like going to gym, I can literally just get up and walk to a gym right now, and I can say I went to the gym in 2024. I don't even need to work out. I can just go and say hi to a receptionist. So you have to make it really like, what do you mean you want to go to a gym? Like, what are you trying to do? Is it just like your hobby? You like the vibe and you want to spend the time there, or what does it mean? Maybe better goal would be like, I want to be more healthy, or I want to shape my body. I want to lose certain amount of weight or transfer my body, or you need to make it a little bit more specific, but go even deeper than that. We need to make it like, okay, what does it mean to be healthy for you? Like, how does that look like? You want to go maybe 3 times per week to gym. So then like, okay, I want to go to gym 3 times a week with a goal to shape my body to feel stronger and have more energy. So like really break it as much as possible to make it really specific. The second one from the SMART goals will be M for measurable. So every time we set a goal, we need to make sure we are able to measure our success. Like, how do we know we are making progress towards achieving that goal? Can we track it in a certain way? For example, if my goal is I want to gain 1,000 followers on Instagram in 2024, that's quite specific. But how is it measurable? So measurable, it would be like, okay, if I want 1,000 followers within 12 months, then maybe I can break it down into like a monthly number and see, okay, so if I'm gaining this and this amount of followers every month, I know I am on track towards reaching my goal. And that can be the same with, losing the weight or learning certain skill. Like you can measure if you're making progress, right? So we really need to make make sure that our goal is measurable and we can track the progress of the success. So then we're going to move to A in SMART. So A means like achievable. We need to make sure that our goal is realistic. So don't really set a certain goal that you already know, like there is no way possible in your current situation you could achieve that. Of course, it's really important to dream big, but if we are really setting goals, we need to make it achievable. We need to be a little bit also realistic here as well. So really look at your current situation and see if you have what you need to have to achieve that goal. Okay, so really reflect. I know it can be a tough one because we want to dream big, we want to challenge ourselves, we don't want to make it too easy, but also like let's really be realistic. Then letter R is for relevant. So when we are setting a goal, we need to make sure it's relevant. And this goes back to the exercises we were doing before. So our wheel of life and our core values. Because if your value, it's like, as I said, family, friendship, setting a value, setting a goal of a sort, I want to be adventurous or something, and then your family does not like to travel, they don't like adventure, they like different activities, may be really in conflict with what truly matters to you. So the goals need to be linked to your values, what truly matters to you. Like don't just like take any random goal because you see others achieving that or others doing that, or you think you have to do it because you see, society doing that. You don't need to. It really needs to resonate with your own personal values you have right now. Because once again, as I said, your values can change, and so your goals. Okay, so really try when you're setting a goal right now, reflect on your current values and set your current goal according to your current values. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. So really making it relevant. And the letter T is like a time bound. So we need to really have a start date and the end day. Like when do we start with our goals? How much time does it require? When we are going to achieve that goal? Like what's the deadline? We really need to work towards specific deadline. Otherwise, we can just like, oh, tomorrow, oh, next week, oh, next year, right? It's easy to say. So have really specific a time frame so we can break it down. And having a time frame is also important for the next step we are going to move towards. We are going to break each goal. And this is why each goal needs to have specific deadline and a time frame. Because basically in setting a goals, we have to work in reverse. So today we are setting a goal, okay? This is today. So today we're gonna look, for example, on a yearly goal. We can start, it's an example, we can start there. You don't have to, but 1 year, it's quite a nice time frame to set a goals towards. Of course, if you like to think about really for the future, like 5 years goals or to go even further, then feel free to do so. If you prefer to just stick to 6 months goals, that's also fine. But it's nice to look maybe at least in 1 year and then break it from there. So let's take that as an example. We are setting today a yearly goal, okay? So we know the end goal. We want to gain 1,000 followers on Instagram, okay? So then you need to break it into quarterly, okay? If in 1 year I need this amount, what do I need in 3 months to happen? And we can also use another example, like maybe something more complex, like I want to start my business, or I want to transform my business or launch a new project, new offer in my business. So then, okay, if this I want in 1 year, what needs to happen like every quarter? What needs to happen in the last quarter? So before the launch, three months before 1 month, 2-3 months before the launch, what needs to happen there? What needs to happen even before, in the first and second quarter. So really break it down going backwards, because it's easier for you, for our brain in general, to understand when you start from the final product and then going backwards, instead of like, oh, what do I need to do today to launch something big in 1 year? Like, it will be very challenging if you work in that order. So a yearly goal, then break it down into quarters. And then once we have a quarters, we can break it into a monthly goals. So you should really know what to do every single month in order to reach the quarterly goal. And then once you reach your quarterly goal, you know you're getting to your real yearly goal. So we're going to break it into months. And once you have it month by month, you can already take it towards action. So you know what needs to happen in a month. So we need to look, all right, what actions need to happen that month to reach that goal? What do I need to do that month? And then really listing down each task as small as possible. So really break those tasks. For example, if you want to launch a new offer or a new business, just saying that launch a website, it's not really broken down enough. You can add launch a website as one of the tasks that needs to happen that month, but we know that it doesn't just take 1 day, 2 or 3 days to launch a website. There is so many other subtasks you will need to do. So I really encourage you to break it down even deeper. So if you want to launch a website with a new offer within a month, you will need to probably write down the overview of the offer first, somewhere in notes or sheets. Then you will need to write a copy, like a website copy. Are you doing it alone, or do you need a copywriter? Do you need someone to do it for you? So you need a professional copy. Maybe you need photographs. Maybe you need to have like a branding shoot, some images for your website to go with your offer. You will need maybe to buy a domain and to set up the website in case you didn't have that yet. There is like so many small steps that you need to do when you just say, I want to launch the website. So really break it down into as tiny steps as possible. All right. Once we know what needs to happen within a month and we have those tiny steps, we can move towards what actually needs to happen today. And this is why it's important to really break it down into as tiny as 5 minutes task. So really not even a task that takes you a whole day, but really task that takes maybe under 1 hour. Like writing a newsletter. I need to write a newsletter because I want XYZ. Starting over there, this is the right path to follow. And then you're back on today, because today we are setting a yearly goal and we are back on today. So we really went all this way around to get back at the starting point, and we know exactly what to do today to help us get here and eventually here. So this is the great formula to bring those dreams to reality, making it real, writing it down, because if it just stays in your head, it's still just a dream. But once you write it down, you break it, you set a SMART goal, it is indeed becoming a goal. And once it's a goal, it can become an action. And once it becomes an action, it's just up to you to bring it to life, to make it real. Wonderful. If you have anything you want to share in the comments, then go ahead and do so. Otherwise, we're going to move to the next part, the most challenging part for all of us. Because even setting those goals and making a plan seems to be still quite easy for many individuals, as I have noticed, because I work with multiple clients and with many entrepreneurs, a lot of creative and passionate individuals, and very often they even like to make a plan and set a goal. But when it comes to struggle, it's really committing to action. So I have a few points for you to help you go over that, or just to know what to focus on in order to make that happen and not let anything to block you from achieving that actual goal. The first point I'm going to share with you to make all your dreams happen is you have to believe you're worth it. If you set a goal, especially if it's something that you haven't had before, or you have some like blocking beliefs related to it, like let's use maybe money as an example. So if you set a financial goal for your business, I want to make 100,000 this year in my business, but you are struggling with money mindset, you think you are not worthy, you're not good enough to make this amount, then you are just setting yourself for failure because you don't believe yourself that you can achieve that. You don't think you're worthy. You don't think you are enough. So believing you're worthy of your goal, of your dream, it's a crucial thing in order to achieve that, to bring it to reality. So how can you overcome when you're experiencing like you're not worthy? This is definitely a mindset game, and just working on your own self-worth, releasing the blocking beliefs you have. So there are different tools. If you join my previous webinar, Balancing Business Growth and Well-being, we were sharing some tools there as well. But if you weren't there or you haven't watched that yet, then you can definitely use like affirmations. I wouldn't even say like manifestations, but really making a statement and in a sense convincing yourself that you are worthy. It's like they say fake it until you make it. It's a little bit like that when you are trying to change your mindset, because there are these blocking beliefs like, oh, I'm not worthy, I'm not enough, I don't deserve this money. So you need to go against those thoughts and you need to rephrase how you talk to yourself. So the inner talk you have for yourself. So definitely you can even look into the mirror every morning when you wake up and just repeat, I am worthy, I am enough, I deserve success, I deserve incredible success, I deserve the money that I desire. Just really making those statements, and not even, as I said, affirmations, but really statements, and working on your self-worth. That's definitely step one, no matter what type of goal you're trying to achieve. It's important you believe you can actually achieve it and you're not undervaluing yourself. So that's the first step. If you have any question about this, once again, go ahead and share that with me. You can text me in private, reach out, or comment below. So I'm happy to answer all your questions. The next point, committing to action, will be do the work. And this may be the tough one because very often we think we want to start business, and that's an example. And it's all fun. We're gonna just do what we love to do. But having your own business requires you to do many things you don't really enjoy, most probably doing, like a finance, administration, maybe marketing, maybe social media. I once again meet many entrepreneurs and they're like, oh, but I don't like social media, or I don't want to be online, I don't want to show my face, I don't want this or that. But you want to have your business and you have certain goals you want to reach. So in a sense, you have to a little bit like suck it up and learn to do things maybe you're even not comfortable with doing. You have to do the work. So you will have to learn marketing. You will have to learn how to use social media, how to build online presence, because this will help you to reach your bigger goal. So there will be a work you will have to do you don't really enjoy doing, and you will have to do that unless you're already able to pay someone and do that. But even paying someone else may be a challenge for many. So delegating the work, it's also a skill that one has to learn. So maybe that's one of your blockages for you, that you're just trying to do everything on your own and never asking for help. So you will have to go through that, and knowing that if you want $1 million business, you will have to learn to trust others and outsource some work. I would add, do not take no for an answer as well. Why this is important? This is important because there will be most probably a lot of rejection on your way to your goal, whatever it is. There will be a blockages. There will be no, I don't want this. Maybe I don't want to work with you. I don't like your offer. I don't like your product. You will hear a lot of no's. Or if you're trying to start your business, I hear no as well. I went to a government office asking for permission if I can start my business, and the person I had interviewed with, he said like, I don't suggest you to have your own business because you don't have like this or that. He literally said like, no. He put it somewhere in some administration, like he doesn't suggest for me to start a business. So I got like a clear no from the government office that they don't suggest that. But yet here I am 3.5 years later and running my own business. So there will be a lot of no's, and you should not take that for an answer. It can mean not in this way, not in this condition, not right now, not today, not for me. There may be other persons who is happy to help you with your goal or achieve your goal. But maybe it's not for me. Maybe it's not today. You know what? This month I don't like, it doesn't work for me this month. But next month I am ready to support you or do this with you. Or so don't take no for an answer. The next step, the next point I want to share with you, it's to take action every day. What does that mean? It means that even if it's a weekend or you're on a holiday, or there is still something small you can do to help you get closer to your goal. And I don't necessarily mean to be like working all the time, like never having a day off, but more of a, maybe there is a YouTube video, something you are like interested to learn that is related to your subject. Like, okay, maybe you want to create a new offer or create like an online course. So what can you do? It's just like watch a YouTube video of someone who has the course and hear what they have to say. What is their experience? That's just an example. Or what other action, something short, something easy that you can do in your day off. You can do it on Sunday. You can do it on your holiday. So anything that helps you a little bit to get closer to that goal. Maybe it's just making one phone call, or just writing something on a piece of paper. It can be small thing, and I really encourage you to take action every single day. Do what you don't want to do first. There will be some discomfort in achieving our goals. But if you do what you don't like first, it will be so much easier, because it's so easy for us just to say like, oh, I will do that tomorrow, because we procrastinate. We don't want to really do that. It's uncomfortable for us, or we feel nervous, we feel shy, we feel not ready. But just do that. Just do the thing you don't want to do first. And all the easy things, you can do that afterwards. You're going to feel a huge, huge relief. Praise yourself. What does it mean? It means that there isn't really anyone who will be really cheering you up when you are getting closer towards those goals. So we were saying that your goal has to be measurable. So we are making progress, but you see you're making progress first month, first quarter, second quarter, you're getting closer. And there is no one really to tell you like, you are doing a good job, you're getting there, very nice, here is the reward, here is, an award for something. There is most probably not going to be anyone unless you have like accountability buddy, or maybe someone from your friends or family supporting you or sharing this goal with you. Then yeah, that may be nice if you also like praise each other, but most likely there isn't going to be anyone. And it's up to you to really say like, you got this, I'm doing a good job, I'm getting there, I see the progress. And if I'm not 100%, seeing the progress I want to see, okay, what can I do to make an adjustment? I still believe I can achieve that. So really being there for yourself, in a sense. It's really important because there is no one else going to praise for you. And the last point I have here is to delay gratification. Very often we work with rewards, like, oh, I was going to a gym 3 times a week. It's a weekend. I deserve a piece of cake, right? Which is nice. And it works really well. It works with kids, like do homework and then you can go out with a friend. It works well, but it's really important to delay that. So if you have something really important to do to achieve your goal, like I need to write maybe a copy for my website to launch my new offer. I really don't want to. It's not my expertise. It's like, it's not even my expertise, but like, I don't like to write and you're having all these thoughts, you're fighting with yourself. You can set some sort of like gratification for yourself. You can say like, okay, if I do these things today, I will give myself a 10-minute phone call with my best friend afterwards. Just like to motivate you to accomplish that. Instead of just like waking up, having a phone calls, spending a time with the friends on the phone, and then like procrastinating the thing you really have to do to achieve your goal. So how can you work in a way that you give yourself rewards afterwards? Try to think about that. And this is something you can apply in your everyday life. Like I'm a true believer of starting a day with a proper morning, like a routine or rituals. It's time for yourself to set yourself right. But there has to be, of course, a limit to that. So just do what you need for your body, for your mind to set for the day. But then don't extend that like, oh, you're scrolling on social media, you're chatting with friends. That's not really anymore a part of the morning routine, but that's more of like just the rewards you are taking. But before you take those rewards, just try to create a space for that hard work. Do what you don't want to do first, and then give yourself that gift of scrolling on Instagram or like chatting with a friend, having a cake or whatever that may be for your situation. Okay. Just to finish that off, I have this beautiful quote from Marisa Peer, and she's the one who actually created this list that I was sharing with you. I really get inspired by that, so I wanted to share that with you. And the quote, she says, people who succeed do what they actively dislike to get to their goals. And people who fail will give up their dream before they do what they dislike. So which one are you? You can choose to be the person who succeeds and do what you dislike, or you are going to be the person who fail and give up the dream just to avoid doing what you dislike. You can choose. So as we are coming to the end of our webinar, I would like to set some action steps for you. And that is to write down 3 things you are committing to as of today. If there is already something that maybe already did your planning for the year, you already know what you want to achieve, you have a little bit more clarity. So if that is the case, then go ahead and share that in the comments. You can share that with me in private. I would love to hear what you are committing to as of today. But if you still are just on a starting point, then please take your time to go back to each exercise I was sharing with you, accomplish every single step, and then let me know what are the 3 things you are committing to as of today. But I want to let you know that you don't have to do it alone. I do support creatives and passionate entrepreneurs and business owners like you. And the start of the year, it's a beautiful time to really keep that motivation high, not let yourself down, on those New Year's resolutions and goals, and really start strong. So I really want to support you and make my support a little bit more affordable. So for everyone who is joining me for this webinar, I prepared a special promotion for one-on-one mentoring package. And that is a 50% off of the package for instead of 4 monthly payments of 550 per month, it's a 1,100 euro one off. So it's basically like you're paying for 2 months and you're getting 2 months of support for free. So this is my gift for you in order to support you achieve your dreams and really bring your dreams to reality. So if you don't want to go through all these exercises, if you want someone to hold you accountable for the upcoming 4 months and really achieve those goals, then I am here for you. You can just go ahead and reach out via Instagram, via email, via WhatsApp. Just reach out. We can schedule an intake call and see if we could make this work and together help you get closer to your dream life and achieving those dreams. Thank you everyone for watching, for creating a space for your growth and for just starting this year right. I hope you will stay motivated, you feel really inspired after the webinar and really committed as well to not only accomplishing each exercise I share with you today, but also really in taking action and not letting anything to stay in your way. So I would be super happy to support you, of course, to achieve your goals. So don't hesitate to reach out if this resonates with you and if my guidance could make this journey a little bit easier for you. I hope to chat with you soon. Ciao.